It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
The Brady's are singing. Yeah, Rooster, baby! You sound good, dude. You sounding good, Mr. Rooster. There you go, my good man. Hey, everybody, welcome to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. I'm done. I know people are talking. I'm done with ice. I'm finished. So let's talk about good stuff. Oh, no. I know. Everybody's going, yeah, Chauncey, don't talk about don't sound like that. It's going to be a fine day. It's going to be a good day. Things are going to be melting. That only means it's going to be better. But let's go. First things first, everyone. Let's go with this thing right here. Bass, our sponsors, Bass Pro Shops, all three stores, Bolingbrook, Gurney Mills, and Portage, Indiana. Waterworks Marine with great location down at Country Club Hills now, 18660 South Cicero Avenue. Paul's Pizza in Westchester. That's right, Paulie's. I smell a pepper, egg, and mozzarella cheese in an order of fries somewhere in the studio. Oh, yeah. The new Midwest Outdoors magazine. I'm going to get a note from somebody on that one. Wren Lake Resort and Conference Center and Wren Lake Tourism Bureau. Our friends at Vermilion Dam Lodge, Yellowbird Fishing Products, Plano Molding, and remember, we are the official station of the Shimano High School and College Fishing Team reports. And don't forget to like us at Facebook/Chauncey's Great Outdoors. That's a cool thing to do. Oh, man, good show planned for you today. Before I tell you who's going to be on the show, I want to thank everybody who came out to Bass Pro Shops last weekend. We had a great time, Next Generation. I just had so much fun. There was one year I did a seminar for kids on Saturday and Sunday, and there was this little boy. His name was Mac. And Mac was 3 years old. And, Mac, I think, was cut from the same mold as my grandson, Aiden. Because we're sitting there and thing came up on the screen and I said, and is this a fish or a mammal? And this 3-year-old kid just looks at it and says, that's a dolphin. It's a mammal. It's not a fish. I said, well, how does a dolphin breathe? And he goes through its blowhole on its top of his head. And I'm going, how old are you, kid? He was just a delight. I can't even tell people how much fun I had with Mac. His father is actually a fireman right up the street here on Dearborn and Chicago, the firehouse there. Hi, guys. I know you're supposed to invite me for breakfast after the show sometime, but I know that the invite's in snail mail, as they call it, like that. But on today's show, we got a really good one. We've got Mike Clifford from the Illinois Smallmouth Alliance coming on. We also have Zach Arnold. Zach Arnold is from the Chicagoland Muskie Hunters Group. They've got a big thing going on in Rolling Meadows next weekend. Kyle Schoner from All Seasons Crappie Guide Service, I think. I mean, messed up his title. But Kyle is from Southern Illinois, Wren Lake, down in not Franklin County, but in Wren Lake Tourism. And he is going to be telling us about the unbelievable crappie fishing that's going on. Excuse me. And then we'll be winding up the show with our good friend, Tom Balbut. You've heard Tom on the program a lot. Tom, myself, and then I can't call it the boys from Chicago. I got to call it the Chicago group now. The Chicago group is going down to the Bassmaster Classic tomorrow morning. We're leaving, and we're going to be talking about all the different things that we're going to get involved with down there, helping them put the event together, and the behind the scenes and the front of the scenes and all kinds of stuff. And when Tom comes on, we're going to even bring a few new things out electronically, as they say, through the internet. So I'm excited about that. And we want to get you on the show at 1-312-332-3776. That's 1-312-332-3776. All right, got that. I got all these little love notes around here and stuff like that. So we're doing it. But really, at the Next Generation weekend at all the stores, it was so nice to see so many people come out. And the kids on Saturday and Sunday were just a hoot. Saturday I did a seminar, and there was a whole group of Cub Scouts, and we had a great time with them. Oh my God, they were just laughing. And this one little boy, kids are just so much fun to be around. Is the one little boy, every time he wanted to ask me a question, he would pick up an apple and go, bite into this apple and go, I go, dude, I can't point and have you ask a question if you bite the apple every time. And he goes, he'd swallow and he goes, okay. I go, what's your question? And he'd bite the apple again. Oh, my goodness gracious. It was hysterical. It was really hysterical. And the other thing I want to say is thank you to lots of people. I'm going to try to get back to everybody today who on Facebook wished me a happy birthday yesterday. It was just it was just funny. All kinds. And I even had one of my friends send me a guy with an accordion singing Stolat, which is a Polish drinking song, but it's you're wishing your friends 100 years of happiness and prosperity and good health and yada yada yada. It was a great song, and I was crying when I watching this. It was so classical old neighborhood. I couldn't believe it. I really was. But I have to admit that my grandson John in Chattanooga, Tennessee, I didn't think where he was. Chris is going to like this one. He'll probably agree completely with him. Chris Black, he's running our board today, everybody. But the cool thing was, they called up to wish Grandpa happy birthday, Papa happy birthday. And I said to John, I go, how old am I? And I heard his father yell, tell Grandpa he's 101. So he said, you're 101. I said, well, thank you, John. And I heard my daughter say, John, now Grandpa's not 101. How old do you think Grandpa is? Got to remember, this is a 4-year-old. He looks right in the Facebook and FaceTime on the camera and looks at me and says, Chris, he goes, 14.
Well, Chauncey, you look young for your age.
Well,
so.
Thank you. Well, my daughter goes, John, you picked the right mental age for Papa. 14. Oh, my goodness gracious. I laughed so hard. Hey, I'm going to let you guys go because we got to take a little break. Come back. We're going to get Mike Clifford on the line. We're going to talk about some fishing reports. Got a real short one from Aiden, it looks like. I remember, I don't read it until it comes up, and it's only a paragraph, so I'm kind of concerned what he wrote. But you're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Not just the most listened to outdoor radio show in the Midwest, the number one radio show, according to the ratings here in the Chicagoland area. Thank you very much. You're listening to Chauncey and Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors. Come to Bass Pro Shops for their great brands, great prices sale going on now through March 6th. You can save in the apparel section on items from Under Armour, Columbia, Redhead, and more. Ladies, they have just for you Natural Reflections, Columbia, North Face, and more. You'll find fishing, hunting, boating items all on sale during this great brands, great prices sale. And don't forget to bring the family dog to the store on March 4th and 5th for their Family Dog Days event with seminars, free pictures with the pooch, and plenty of prizes while they last. So come to Bass Pro Shops in Portage, Indiana, Gurney Mills, and in Bolingbrook. Bass Pro Shops. It's where your next outdoor adventure begins, indoors at Bass Pro Shops.
Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester is the home of the largest and best Italian beef you'll find in the Chicagoland area. With a full menu of charbroiled sandwiches, pasta, Italian favorites, and more, you'll know why people throughout the suburbs and Chicago will drive to Paul's for a true Chicago-style Italian beef. But Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester also has a catering menu of Italian favorites like eggplant parmesan, salads, manicotti, chicken Vesuvio, marsala, and more. To make your next party special, call Paul's for catering at 708-531-9080. That's 708-531-9080. So stop on out to Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs in Westchester on 31st and Wolf Road and taste what a true Chicago tradition is like.
The G. Loomis E6X walleye rod is here, and it's making a big impression on everyone who's touched it. This rod is handcrafted in America, and you will find a wide range of actions for all walleye fishing techniques. But when you hold it
it feels like it belongs in your hand. It really does. So check out the hottest new fishing rod on the market, the G. Loomis E6X Walleye
Mike
rod
is ready.
at your local G. Loomis retailer, along with those great Shimano reels. Plan your next Illinois adventure to Wren Lake, where the fun begins. Wren Lake is situated in the heart of scenic southern Illinois and can offer you 19,000 acres of water fun and recreation, all within Interstates 57 and 64. At their website, enjoywrenlake.com, you can learn about Southern Illinois lodging at its finest, restaurants, family activities, bike trails, camping, and some fantastic fishing and hunting, all in one spot at Wren Lake. And it's one of my favorite places to go. So go to enjoywrenlake.com or call them at 314-580-2577. 314-580-2577 and plan your next Illinois adventure that will have you coming back again and again. Illinois, mile after magnificent mile.
This is Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
I like a catfish in the river, like a flounder in the sea. When the rancher comes along, she always makes a fool of me. I go a hook, line, sinker, hook.
Oh, yeah, everybody. Welcome back to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. We got to jump on the phone here pretty quick here because we got all kinds of stuff going on. We've got Mr. Clifford. You on the phone?
I sure am.
Hey, Mike. Mike is from the fine institution, and I say that because I've met a lot of your friends.
Thank you.
The Illinois Smallmouth Alliance. Is that correct, my friend?
Yes, it is. And happy birthday again.
Well,
Chauncey.
thank you. Hey, what's going on with you guys? Is it you got your big hoity-toity way too much fun thing coming up?
Yeah, next Saturday on March 5th. Oh, I'd love to say the word March. On March 5th at the American Legion Hall on Butterfield Road over there in Elmhurst.
Mm-hmm.
We're throwing a party, and everybody's invited. It's you've been to that. It's an awesome time. We've got Jeremy Smith from Linder Media is going to be our speaker. He's an outstanding smallmouth fisherman. He's going to show us some of the ways that he goes about it, and of course the buffet style dinner with the fried chicken and the sausages and onions and everything.
Oh.
And yeah, you got it. And raffle tables. I mean, you can win rods and reels for as little as a $1 raffle ticket.
Well,
All kinds of brand new stuff up there.
and that's exactly it, Mike. I mean, this, first of all, it's a great event, and the VFW Hall is American Legion Hall is really easy to find.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful room. And let's not forget the silent auctions for the guided trips.
Yes.
There's dozens of those, and just phenomenal smallmouth fishermen. A lot of people don't even know where to find a guide if you want to go out and fish for smallmouth. And for $30, you go and get all these things and throw a few bucks down for conservation. Mm-hmm. That's where the money goes.
Oh, exactly. I mean, the Illinois Smallmouth, and it's just not the club with the guys. We're going to go fishing. You guys and girls do so much for the environment and conservation. Working shoreline erosion, doing plantings, it goes on, and helping out other charities at events. I don't even want to go on there. But what I want to tell people is, I've been to this event, and this event is really cool.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Yeah, first of all, your raffle tables that almost circle the room are unreal. You have great. We're not talking junk. You got good stuff.
You got it. Brand new rods and reels and everything outdoors related.
Mm-hmm. It's a great thing. And hey, $30 for the feed bag. Whoa!
Yeah.
Now, I would love to be there, but I'm gonna. God knows where I will be at that time in Tulsa for the Bassmaster Classic with everybody.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Otherwise, I would definitely be there because it is really a good time.
Yeah, we're going to start things off about 3:00 with a little social time. It runs from 3 till 9.
Mm-hmm. And the social time
flies by like nothing,
Yeah, I love the social time. The other thing I wanted to say is, if somebody wants to buy a ticket, they can do it online, I think, can't they?
Yeah, you go to IllinoisSmallmouthAlliance.net, you hit the enter button, and there's an activities button at the top of the page. Or you just look us up on Facebook. It's all over there, too, now.
Oh, okay, that's cool. And I'm just looking it up here. You please select card holder, email address, name, address, number of guests, You're bringing, security code. It is really a great event. And
the way we work it is we don't mail tickets out or anything like that. When you sign it up, you walk in and your name tag's there right at the greeting desk. And pop it on and you're all set to go. Take a seat.
Can't go wrong with that, my friend. Well, once again, Illinois Smallmouth Alliance website. Is there a phone number if somebody wants to call and ask something?
Oh, sure. They can call me anytime.
Okay. What's the number?
815-585-6299.
6299. 815-585-6299.
You got it.
Mike, you guys have a great event. Have a lot of fun. And I wish I could be there, but maybe next year.
Well, you have a good time and a safe trip as well.
I will. Thank you very much, Mike. Take care.
We'll talk, Chauncey.
Mike
Bye.
Clifford, Illinois Smallmouth Alliance. Just a great organization, good people. You can't go wrong with them at all. Here's a couple fishing reports here. A couple minutes we got. March 1st, the cooling lakes start opening. Braidwood, Mazonia pops up. They're pretty good excited. I mean, it wasn't a bad winter. Water's been good temperatures. A lot of catfish hybrids have been found running around. Good numbers of bass are out in the area in the last things. Catfish are very, very good. And threadfin and gizzard shad are in good numbers, which means those fish ate all winter. And when they eat all winter, they get nice and fat. And when they get nice and fat, they look so purty in a cast iron frying pan. Yes. LaSalle Lake opens March 15th. That'll be another good time. And Heideke Lake will be reopening April 1st. Please, keep an eye on if you got a question of, there's a problem, they're going to be open. Call any one of the sites. You can get the phone numbers from the Illinois Department of Natural Resources website for them. We're seeing some action on Delavan. Believe it or not. Okay. I know some people, it's called walking the plank. And they throw a piece of board out, and you walk over the open water to the safe ice. And if you feel you want to do that, that's okay. I don't do that. Yes. Call me Mr. Chicken. I just don't do that. I mean, but a lot of ice is getting honeycomb. They'll even call it black ice. Any kind of body of water where there's any movement, like you're looking at the chain and stuff like that, where there is some movement under the ice, that's how ice thins up, and it could get very, very dangerous. And somebody's going to get wet, and it's not pretty to get wet when the water is really, really cold. So please be careful when you go out there and do any of that. But like I said, they're still doing some fishable ice, a little bit off the shorelines. But please be extra cautious. That's a very important thing there. Illinois River, pretty dang good sauger action. Buster said that. My doctor wanted me to go fishing with him tomorrow. I can't do it, Dr. Gross. I'll be on the road. But he says, excuse me, sauger were doing very, very well. Boaters that when the wind wasn't blowing at night, Mach 305, we're picking up some coho and a few browns and Lakers out of Chicago, which is good. Power liners are doing pretty decently, which is a good sign to see. Nothing really on perch, but you know what? It's okay. It's still early. The weather was not, man's best friend to us yesterday. Not yesterday, but this week. All right, we got a dusting in the western suburbs, but, Halstead East, they got pounded, and Indiana was even worse. You saw that on the news. So, Indiana, Michigan, and all that. So here's my from my grandson, the Aiden fishing report. The second most popular thing on the show, I've been told. It says, Papa, lots of snow this week and lots of wind. We could not go fishing, but it was good snow for throwing snowballs. I've got one waiting for you. When snow melts, I think fishermen will be looking. I'd be looking for steelhead to go nuts on the rivers because the water will be moving faster. Snow is a lot of fun. My sister got hit with a snowball that I threw at her, and she was mad at me for the whole day. She was okay the next day. Love, your grandson. That's the West Michigan fishing report. Too much snow, too much wind. His mother probably didn't want to go out. But that's cool. Good job, Aiden. Like that. Tell you what, we're going to take another break, and we come back. We got Zach Arnold from the Chicagoland Muskie Hunters, and after him, we're going to be talking to Kyle about some crappie fishing. And I've seen photos of crappie that are coming from Southern Illinois in the 2-pound and 1.5-pound class. You're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors.
The Waterworks Marine Group, Chicagoland's #1 marine dealer, has a pre-spring special going on during the month of February. Receive 10% off on all trailer parts and accessories. And if you need your trailer bearing service, there's a special for only $129.99 per axle. And we all know what happens after years of working with those trailers. You may need some rewiring. Have your trailer completely rewired for only $180 plus parts. And tell them Chauncey sent you. Visit Waterworks Marine Group at 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills, or call them at 708-798-9700, or visit them at waterworkswithane.com.
Hello, everyone. This is Chauncey, your host of Chauncey's Great Outdoors Radio, and I want to tell you about a fantastic new magazine for fishermen and hunters right here in Illinois. It's called Midwest Outdoors. No, I'm not going crazy. Midwest Outdoors has been here, but this is the new Midwest Outdoors. It's better than ever, and it's jam-packed with new features, great information on fishing and hunting that you can use. Whether you want to know where to go, what to use, how to use it, or just plain enjoy the outdoors, the new Midwest Outdoors is worth a look. Every issue has great articles from your favorite professional outdoorsmen, and this month's marked map
Zach is ready.
Get you on the fish.
What time do you want me to call Kyle?
Midwest Outdoors is available at leading newsstands, or you can have it delivered to your home for only $14.95 for 12 issues. You can sign up online at MidwestOutdoors.com or call them at 800-606-3474. All major credit cards accepted.
Okay.
That's MidwestOutdoors.com or call 800-606-3474. The new Midwest Outdoors magazine and television show, helping you enjoy the outdoors.
HookandHuntTV.com is an exciting all-internet show. Sign up for their free weekly newsletter and join host Jim Crowley as he covers everything that goes bang and or splash. Get hooked on the hunt at HookandHuntTV.com.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. And remember, you could get us on Chauncey's Great Outdoors on iTunes. You can subscribe to the podcast for free and get it downloaded to your phone, computer, whatever. We're also right now on YouTube, our live stream. Hopefully it's all working properly. And that you can listen and watch Chauncey talk. But right now, we've got on the phone somebody from the finance group. Yes, the Chicagoland Muskie Hunters. Zach, how are you?
Good morning, Chauncey. I'm good. How are you?
Just having a good time today, getting all excited, gonna be leaving for, a little over a week for the Bassmaster Classic. And, when I'm gone, you got another one. Illinois Smallmouth is doing something next weekend. The, Chicagoland Muskie Hunters have got their annual, what's it called?
It is called the Indoor Fishing Flea Market, and that is next weekend. It's Saturday, March 5th. It's a half-day show. It runs from about 8 to 1, and it's at Rolling Meadows High School.
Cool.
Let's see. Admission is $5 and $4 for students.
Mm-hmm.
We're all kids. Free parking, plenty of free parking, and we're going to have a great show. We've got over 60 vendors booked, and they're bringing over 135 tables of stuff to sell.
Wow. And it's really, it's a flea market. There's new fishing stuff there. There's stuff that was used, some stuff that was barely used. I walked around it one year going, man, this stuff looks like brand new. I mean, there's a lot of stuff there for people to enjoy, isn't there?
There is. There's I guess it all started many years ago. It was just a couple of muskie fishermen, wanting to clean out their garage, get rid of some older stuff to buy newer stuff.
Yeah.
But it's grown, and so we have many return vendors who, it's turned into a multi-species show. It's really, just about everything to do with fishing.
Yeah. And Zach, I want to thank you for clarifying it, that a bunch of old muskie guys wanted to clear out their garage to make a couple of dollars to buy more stuff.
That's exactly right. You know how that goes.
Yeah. Oh, God, yes. Oh, yes, we do know how that goes. But now, that's the one thing, the muskie hunters, yes, you predominantly talk muskie fishing and stuff at your seminars, but it's really of multi-species. You guys like to go fishing for everything, and that it shows in this flea market because you'll find bass, salmon, fly fishing stuff. It goes on, and you could really make a killing on terminal tackle, can't you?
That is correct. That's the whole idea. Right. It's just like you said. It's multi-species. It's definitely not just related to muskie, but also bass and salmon and all other fish.
Now, a couple of things. Somebody just texted me and it goes, "Do they sell food there?" I don't know. I'll ask the question.
That's a very good question, and we do. We'll have breakfast items, and the show only runs to 1, but people start getting hungry probably around 11 from all the buying. And yes, so we have lunch items as well.
Oh yeah, and I have to tell everybody out there, if you grew up in let's try this again. If you grew up in Chicago, and Maxwell Street used to open right around 6 in the morning ish, you wanted to get there early because all the good deals were gone. Pretty quick.
The same with our show. That's exactly right. The queue to get into the show starts probably around 7:30. And the doors open at 8, though, so everybody gets pretty much an even chance.
Yeah, and it's like the old Filene's basement. People are running down the aisles to see what they're looking for. But it's a great event. It's a good time. And once again, the Chicagoland Muskie Hunters, they do a great job, not just for their club, but for other organizations and for stocking and for habitat. And it goes on and on and on. And this is, funds they raise. This is what a lot of it goes to when they're, renting their tables out and stuff like that. Well, cool. If somebody wants to get info, Zach, how do they find out more?
So they can go to our website. They can go to the Chicago Muskie Hunters website. That's ChicagoMuskieHunters.org. Or they can just give me a call. That number is 847-769-4061.
Okay. And you'll give them all the information and tell them what's happening, right?
That is correct.
Cool. Well, I want to thank you for coming on the show here and telling us all about the 17th Annual Indoor Fishing Flea Market. Collectible used fishing tackle, close-ox, overstocks, antiques, boats, motors, merchandise, event. They got a raffles there going on probably. It's at the Rolling Meadows High School at 2901 West Central Avenue, Rolling Meadows, Illinois. It's not hard to get to, everybody. It's really easy. It's going to be a nice day. Get out there next week. You'll enjoy it. And the ground's going to be too mushy to work on stuff outside, so just come to the event.
Yes, it's a great day. It's a lot of fun. It's not only there's a lot of just fishing talk. We also, in addition to the buy, and there's just a lot of fun to seeing people that and that fished with and would like to fish with.
Are there tables still available?
We are chock full at this point.
Wow.
We do have a waiting list, and at that, if maybe someone cancels, we only have one person on the waiting list at this point.
Wow, full up. No kidding. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much.
Cool. All right, Zay, I'm going to let you go because we got to continue on here and get that thing moving. But everybody come on out to the 17th Annual Indoor Fishing Flea Market. You do the flea market and then jump in your car and drive down to the Illinois Smallmouth Alliance in the afternoon at 3 o'clock. Spend the afternoon and evening with them. It's a perfect day next weekend. I like it.
It should be a lot of fun.
All right, Zach, take care.
Thanks a lot, Chauncey.
Bye-bye. That's right. Zach Arnold. It's from the Chicagoland Muskie Hunters. Very, very nice group of people. And they really are. They very much really are. They put a lot of stuff and effort out there. I'm seeing, I can't see. We got that. Let's do a couple of things here while we get Mr. Kyle Schronaher on the phone. But we've got, let's see.
He's not answering.
Okay, bridge work closes Illinois Route 102 in Kankakee River State Park in Ottawa. The Illinois Department of Transportation announced that the Illinois Route 102, approximately 6.5 miles northwest of Bois-Bonnet, I love saying that word, Bois-Bonnet in Kankakee River State Park will be closing beginning March 1st. Closures to allow for removal and reconstruction of the bridge carrying the Illinois 102 over Rock Creek. Illinois trout fishing once again also begins on April 2nd. Spring catch and release fly fishing only season opens March 19th at selected sites. 2006 Illinois spring trout fishing season opens Saturday, April 2nd at 50 ponds. Long list, trust me, a long list that we've got here. So we've got that information. Let's see what else I got here. I mean, I'm just tons of stuff here from the different DNRs and stuff like that. We got that. We went over that. Youth turkey hunts are available for Michigan and Illinois. If you're interested, go check those out on the both websites. There's a lot of interesting things happening and going on there. We're seeing action going on with in Southern Illinois, Missouri, Kentucky.
Kyle's ready.
Hit a couple of spots there, but on the phone with me right now, before I want to take no thunder away from this guy. We got Kyle, excuse me, Kyle, little voice crack there, Kyle, from All Seasons Fishing Guide Service in Southern Illinois. How are you?
Pretty good, buddy. How you doing?
Pretty good. I mean, just a little frog throat here today. It's Kyle Schonaher, right?
Kyle Shanehair.
Shanehair, I'm sorry. I apologize for missaying it. But Kyle is a mainstay in, oh my goodness, that whole Southern Illinois, Lake of Egypt. And that's where you fishing now?
Yeah, I've been mainly on Lake of Egypt the last few days. The bite is pretty good on Wren as well, Kincaid too, but Egypt, we got a unique situation. It's hot water lake. Mm-hmm. Good population of black crappie in it, so we got a lot of fish stacking up on that hot water end through the winter.
Somebody sent me a photo yesterday of a gentleman that caught 1.5 pounds and a 2-pound crappie. Oh, steady my heart, steady. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, that's on Egypt. This is definitely not uncommon. There's times on crappie tournaments at 7 fish limit, it'd take 14 pounds to win that tournament. So really, really good average quality. Yeah.
Wow. Now this time of the year, and once again, we're still messing around with not right now. It's pretty decent outside. But, I mean, normally, we're still got snow and ice a little bit and all this other stuff. But Southern Illinois, when you just said Lake of Egypt, Wren, all of that, open water, good days. How do you approach, would you call it early spring or late spring action down there?
Yeah. Well, we're still in late winter, is what it'd be. We're not quite to pre-spawn, except on Lake of Egypt. But yeah, we're in a winter pattern, and basically, right now we got some water clarity differences on all the lakes we got right now. We just got a big rain on Wren. It raised at about 2 foot, so we got some muddier water. So fish is still, even though it's late winter, they're still moving a little bit shallower just because of the water clarity. Same as on Kincaid Lake. Kincaid's really, really, really deep, but we got a lot of fish in that 4 to 8 foot range just because of the water clarity right now. So that's a big factor in it also.
Yeah, and once again, we're talking with Kyle from the All Seasons Fishing Guide Service. Fishes a number of the areas down there. Does a lot of work down in the Wren Lake area with our friends at Wren Lake Tourism Bureau. So it's this time of the year down there. Are you just going with minnows, small hooks? Are you using artificials? What would you tell somebody to play with?
Yeah, this time of year, like I said, water clarity is a big issue in that too. We're using artificial bait probably most of the time on Wren Lake with the water clarity the way it is. The clearer the water, usually the more we'll lean towards live bait. But artificial bait is usually the way to go right now.
Okay. The other thing too is you mentioned that Wren Lake came up 2 feet. When a body of water goes up like that, do the fish immediately gravitate to the new flooded areas, or do they hold back a little bit?
A lot of times they'll hold a little bit, I think. It's fish or crappie especially are a little bit crazy, hard to figure out and deal with at times. But, they won't flock to it immediately. Usually, generally, it take a little bit of time. But they will move. Again, especially water clarity is such a big deal with these fish. So once that starts darkening up and they start losing some light penetration, they'll start moving to an area they're more comfortable.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure, what they would be doing down there. Now, obviously, you do, besides fishing the crappie tournament, you got one coming up in a couple of weeks, I think, or in May, I think it is. What you also provide a guiding service.
Right.
How do people? What do they need to bring when they want to set something up with you?
Yeah, but the only thing my clients usually bring is a little bit to eat and drink. Unless they got a little bit our special fishing gear, favorite fishing gear they like to bring, they can do that. But usually just food and drink, and they can shoot me an email, info at All Seasons Crappie Fishing, or check us out online at www.allseasonscrappiefishing.com for all the info, and or give me a phone call too at 618-314-2967.
618-314-2967. 3967. If you didn't get that, anybody, you could always go online and just type in All Seasons Fishing Guide Service, or you can just go to the podcast and listen to the show and zip forward over to this interview. Because, there is a lot of stuff, and there's so many great places to stay down there in the Rend Lake area. You just can't go wrong for accommodations and food and stuff like that. When you do a guide service, if you don't mind me asking this, Kyle, is it for 2 people, 3 people? How do you work that?
Right. Usually, the most common is 1 or 2 guys, 1 or 2 people. We do up to 3. I've done up to 4 a couple times. We've squeezed in there, but usually anything over 3 people, we'll arrange for another boat to be there.
Cool.
So,
all right. Well, we're going to be coming down to the Rend Lake area and doing a live remote later this year. We're going to be doing 2. We're doing one before the summer, one in the fall down there. But we'll make sure that we set something up and have you come over to the show. And then afterwards, we may have to chase a few of them little speck rolls, them speck out there, Got to get them speck. Because there's nothing better than a looking speck in a frying pan in my books.
That's right.
Nothing better than that.
Yep.
All right, Kyle. Well, and once again, everybody, we're talking with Kyle. And Kyle happens to be at the Indianapolis Outdoor Show this weekend, right?
Yeah, we're getting ready to head right there right now. I got seminars at 2 and 5 today. So
if anybody wants to go down there, if you live in Indiana or you want to travel down there and talk to them and find out more, just make sure, hey, I heard you on Chauncey this morning, and find out what's going on, or how you just become a better crappie fisherman yourself. Once again, I'm going to ask you for that phone number and the website. Sure.
It's 618-314-2967. And my website's allseasonscrappiefishing.com.
Cool. Kyle, you have a good day, my friend, okay?
All right, buddy. I appreciate it.
All right, take care. That's Kyle Frashona from All Seasons Fishing Guide Service. Very nice guy, very accomplished fisherman. Oh, my goodness gracious. And I am not kidding you. I've seen stuff that he's done for a couple of outdoor shows, and he's very, very, very good. Rend Lake, it's still in Illinois. Exit 57, a little bit of heaven at, exit 57, 77 rather, and you just can't go wrong. Rend Lake Resort and Conference Center, the towns that are around Rend Lake are just magnificent. Go to Essex, get some of that orange sherbet. You think you died, went to heaven like a little kid again. There's just so much to have fun in Southern Illinois, and you know what? It's still in Illinois. You don't need another license. You can just have fun. Hey, you're listening to Chauncey on Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors. Come to Bass Pro Shops for their great brands, great prices sale going on now through March 6th. You can save in the apparel section on items from Under Armour, Columbia, Redhead, and more. Ladies, they have just for you Natural Reflections, Columbia, North Face, and more. You'll find fishing, hunting, boating items all on sale during this great brands, great prices sale. And don't forget to bring the family dog to the store on March 4th and 5th for their Family Dog Days event with seminars, free pictures with the pooch, and plenty of prizes while they last. So come to Bass Pro Shops in Portage, Indiana, Gurney Mills, and in Bolingbrook. Bass Pro Shops, it's where your next outdoor adventure begins
indoors at Bass Pro Shops. Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester is the home of the largest and best Italian beef you'll find in the Chicagoland area. With a full menu of charbroiled sandwiches, pasta, Italian favorites, and more, you'll know why people throughout the suburbs and Chicago will drive to Paul's for a true Chicago-style Italian beef. But Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs on 31st and Wolf Road in Westchester also has a catering menu of Italian favorites like eggplant parmesan, salads, manicotti, chicken Vesuvio, marsala, and more. To make your next party special, call Paul's for catering at 708-531-9080. That's 708-531-9080. So stop on out to Paul's Pizza and Hot Dogs.
You didn't give me a Tom Bulbin number.
On 31st and Wolf Road and taste what a true Chicago tradition is like. The G. Loomis E6X walleye rod is here, and it's making a big impression on everyone who's touched it. This rod is handcrafted in America, and you will find a wide range of actions for all walleye fishing techniques. But when you hold it, it feels like it belongs in your hand. It really does. So check out the hottest new fishing rod on the market, the G. Loomis E6X walleye rod, at your local G. Loomis retailer, along with those great Shimano reels. Plan your next Illinois adventure to Wren Lake, where the fun begins. Wren Lake is situated in the heart of scenic southern Illinois and can offer you 19,000 acres of water fun and recreation, all within Interstates 57 and 64. At their website, enjoywrenlake.com, you can learn about southern Illinois lodging at its finest, restaurants, family activities, bike trails, camping, and some fantastic fishing and hunting, all in one spot at Wren Lake. And it's one of my favorite places to go. So go to enjoywrenlake.com or call them at 314-580-2577. 314-580-2577 and plan your next Illinois adventure that will have you coming back again and again. Illinois, mile after magnificent mile.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
We're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay.
Yeah! It's a great song. That's where we'll be starting tomorrow night. On the phone with me is Tom Bulbett. Hey, Tom, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. Tell Chris, good job racking that up.
Good job racking it up there, Chris. And this segment is being brought to you by our friends at Bass Pro Shops, your outdoor store. Get your outdoor adventures indoors also. Before we talk about the Classic, I got to tell everybody, Tom, it starts March 4th. I mean, they got a big sale going on now. But they have their Dog Days family event. I'm holding the sale paper up on YouTube. Nobody's got this yet. And the cool thing about this is I've never been in a store where there are so many dogs. And you know what? I'm talking hundreds of dogs are in the store of all breeds. And the dogs almost are nicer than the people sometimes. They're like, hey, how you doing? How you doing, bub? You know, everybody, all the dogs are happy around each other. You know?
Oh, yeah, you haven't been bitten yet, huh?
No, I haven't gotten bitten yet. Hey, Tom, we're leaving, I'm leaving early and picking up everybody on the way to pick up.
That's right, yeah, I'll see you in probably 20 hours or less.
Probably less. But every year we are extremely, extremely fortunate and very, blessed that our friends at Bass Masters, Dave Precht, Helen White, Bruce, Eric Lopez and his team, they invite us to come down every year, and we work and run their media center for all the media that comes down to this Super Bowl of fishing, isn't it?
Oh, it is, and this is number 11 for me that we'll be working at. So it's this is like the most exciting of the trips that we're getting ready for, heading back to Tulsa. We were there in 2013 and had a great time, and we took some cold and snow with us down there, and it looks like we're gonna do it again in the middle of the week. So make sure you got your knit cap, gloves, and long gotchkis ready.
Yeah, but I have my long. Do I need my gold lashes with the buckles on them?
No, we'll probably be okay as far as the precipitation goes.
Gotta have your long gotchkis with the buckles on them.
Yeah, no ice storm and no snow like last year in Greenville.
Yeah, that was in plain English. And please, I know everyone's listening to us east of the Mississippi River, and we have a huge audience around, not just in the United States but around the world. And all I can say is, when you get in south of a certain point in the United States, the people don't see a lot of ice and snow. And when they get a little bit of it, they just go nuts and don't know how to drive in it. And it gets really goofy, for lack of a better term.
It's pretty wild, to see how people react when they don't, see it all that often.
Yeah. Now, what do we do? People say, "What do you do at the Classic? What do you got? You and the we have to call it the Chicago group now."
That's right. Yeah, we're the Chicago crew, and we have. Well, first of all, we go down there and have a lot of fun because working with all the folks from Bass is just a great time. Everybody's, very acceptable and working with us and giving us assignments and all of that. So it's a lot of fun, and you get a unique perspective on the whole event going on, because it's not only do you have the fishing tournament, you got the huge outdoor expo that goes on with all the latest and the greatest for bass fishing supplies and equipment and all the new equipment that's coming out for this year. So it's just an amazing thing to see.
Yeah. And the other thing, too, is I think that the group of us, we enjoy creating. I mean, we enjoy creating an outdoor radio show. We enjoy creating television segments. We enjoy, having fun with people at sports shows. So creating is really important to our group. And when we walk into the stadium, there's nothing there but, okay, we got to put drapes up. We got to get tables. We got to get Wi-Fi. We have to do this. We have to make sure this is working. We have to set up the press room area. I mean, there's staff there that is helping, put up work and do the things. But you're coordinating this through the whole thing. And then there's the constant barrage of media and questions and can I get this? Can I do that? We get that. And Helen does a great job along with Dave Preck of but then, when something needs to be, they'll answer questions, but it's like, okay, guys, go help this guy do this. Go get this guy out on the floor. Get this an interview with so-and-so. Take him over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we'll get down there, and then, Monday, the way things are nice this year, because everything is basically, within 4 or 5 blocks of each other. You got the main hotel, you've got the Expo arena, and then you've got the stadium where the weigh-in is held, and the media center. So, we'll get down there. We'll have to get our bearings again on where everything is at, and get everything programmed into navigation so we can easily find everything, and then we'll meet up with the Bass people on Monday once they start arriving, and get everything coordinated last minute, and then if we need to, we'll have to go out to the launch area and check the phone lines in the media trailer. Also, maybe we can. I'm bringing my phone that I bought down there a couple of years ago at the Dollar General, so I'm bringing that with. So if we got to check any phone lines,
good.
Maybe we'll give that to Linda and let her do that.
Yeah, you go check it out, Linda. But I mean, it really is, but the cool thing is, everybody sees these guys. They see Kevin Van Dam, Ike Anelli, Ish Monroe, all of these, Jimmy Hugh, and after a while, we've built up a friendship and an understanding with these professional anglers at an event like this. I mean, you can do something, but excuse me, Kevin, we need to move, And
it's the other thing that goes on is that once we have the Tuesday, Wednesday, we're running around getting supplies, picking up what we need for the media room, coordinating with the actual building personnel to make sure everything is set up correctly. We got the internet, the Wi-Fi, hard lines for phones if needed, and then it's Thursday is the media day, and that's where the media get a chance to do one-on-ones with all of the anglers that are participating, and then Friday the tournament starts.
Yeah,
and then it's a madhouse because everybody's watching to see what's going on as far as who's bringing in fish, who isn't, and then you got the weigh-in, and then the post weigh-in press conference Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's a lot of moving parts, moving very fast.
Yeah, that's exactly, Tom. You couldn't have not said it any better. And people watch TV. Oh yeah, so and so. G-Man's getting up on stage and he's catching fish and he's going to have it weighed, and then he gets off and then another boat comes in. Well, from the time they get off the stage, there's another whole world that goes on, and it is a clockwork, well-greased, well-oiled machine because we are moving so many people and bodies and hitting deadlines, and it is really, it's fun, it's hard work, and there's a little stress line in it too because you're running against the clock like this show does.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, because they got to keep everything moving because they got to get the they have a schedule for the TV and the live streaming that they're doing for the weigh-in.
Yeah.
So they got to keep everything moving. You got to, one boat leaves, next boat comes in, they do the weigh-in, and it's almost like the Oscars where you're limited.
Yeah, you really are, and it's such a cool thing. And I want to thank you for all the work you and Joe and everybody else does, and Linda and the other people that have been with us in the past and have done stuff. The volunteers that come down there that do a great job and work. It is just tons of stuff that goes on, lots of activity, and we have this badge of honor. The Chicago group says we're the first ones up and the last ones down at the end of the day.
That's right, yeah, because it's like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's 9 to 9 every day plus hours.
Yeah, so plus.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my friend. Well, I will see you tomorrow morning at not dark 30, probably dark few hours 30.
Yeah. I think I was told like 4 a.m. So.
Yeah. Tell the driver to get a good night's sleep. Okay.
Okay. Hopefully, yeah. I don't think he'll have ski patrol today. It's going to be a little too warm for that.
All right. Thanks, Tom. We appreciate it very much.
Yeah, thank you, and we'll see you in the morning.
That's Tom Bulbett, everybody. Good friend of ours, good friend of mine since I've been about 4 years old. And this segment was brought to you by our friends at Bass Pro Shops, where your next outdoor adventure begins indoors. Hey, you're listening to Chauncey and Chauncey's Great Outdoors. You know us. We know the outdoors.
The Waterworks Marine Group, Chicagoland's #1 marine dealer, has a pre-spring special going on during the month of February. Receive 10% off on all trailer parts and accessories. And if you need your trailer bearing service, there's a special for only $129.99 per axle. And we all know what happens after years of working with those trailers. You may need some rewiring. Have your trailer completely rewired for only $180 plus parts. And tell them Chauncey sent you. Visit Waterworks Marine Group at 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills, or call them at 708-798-9700, or visit them at waterworkswithane.com. HookandHuntTV.com is an exciting all-internet show. Sign up for their free weekly newsletter and join host Jim Crowley as he covers everything that goes bang and or splash. Get hooked on the hunt at HookandHuntTV.com. Hello, everyone. This is Chauncey, your host of Chauncey's Great Outdoors Radio, and I want to tell you about a fantastic new magazine for fishermen and hunters right here in Illinois. It's called Midwest Outdoors. No, I'm not going crazy. Midwest Outdoors has been here, but this is the new Midwest Outdoors. It's better than ever, and it's jam-packed with new features, great information on fishing and hunting that you can use. Whether you want to know where to go, what to use, how to use it, or just plain enjoy the outdoors, the new Midwest Outdoors is worth a look. Every issue has great articles from your favorite professional outdoorsmen, and this month's marked map will get you on the fish on your favorite lake. Midwest Outdoors is available at leading newsstands, or you can have it delivered to your home for only $14.95 for 12 issues. You can sign up online at MidwestOutdoors.com or call them at 800-606-3474. All major credit cards accepted. That's MidwestOutdoors.com or call 800-606-3474. The new Midwest Outdoors magazine and television show, helping you enjoy the outdoors.
It's Chauncey's Great Outdoors on ESPN 1000 and ESPNChicago.com.
Yes, everybody. Welcome back to Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Don't forget, you can check us out on YouTube at Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Matter of fact, if you just type in Chauncey, *S, I show up. But also go to the Podcast Center on ESPNChicago.com. Chauncey's Great Outdoors has a link to it, so it's easy to go there and do that. Check it all out. There's lots of stuff for you. Want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. Yes. Bass Pro Shops, all 3 stores. They got a couple of great sales coming up here. Waterworks Marine on 18660 South Cicero Avenue in Country Club Hills. Paul's Pizza in Westchester. The new Midwest Outdoors magazine. Rend Lake Resort and Conference Center, as well as the Rend Lake Tourism Bureau. Vermilion Dam Lodge. Yellowbird Fishing Products. Check both of those websites out. They are super. Plano Molding. And remember, we're the official station for the Shimano High School Fishing and College Fishing Team reports. We'll be doing some of them coming up very shortly. There's one going on down, I think, in Alabama this weekend. And remember, at Facebook /Chauncey's Great Outdoors to like us. We're just short of, I think, 2,000 people on that. We'd like to get a lot more. So tell your friends and everybody else to just go there and like Facebook /Chauncey's Great Outdoors. Lots of things we did. Don't forget the next week. We're going to be at the Bassmasters Classic. We're going to be taking a lot of behind-the-scenes photos, and we're going to be posting it to Chauncey's Great Outdoors Facebook page from, building sets, the show itself, stuff behind the scenes. It is really a tremendous... Nobody does it like Bass. That's all I'm going to say, folks. Nobody does it like Bass and Bassmasters. They just do a fantastic job at this. Well, I hear the flute going, so that must mean I better get in the car and get my stuff ready to go south. This one comes from the Lakota Nation, from Lame Deer. In this world today, everything is faster, harder, produce more, get them, go, get stressed out, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. You know what? Slow down. Stop. The spirit still has something for us to discover. An herb, a sprig, a flower, a very small flower. Maybe you can spend a long time in its contemplation, thinking about it. Go outside your own house. See something that's starting to bud, and don't just look at it. Get close to it. Take a long look at it, and you'll feel all the stress leave your body because you're talking to nature. Please remember, we don't own the woods, the rain, the storm, the fish we catch. We really do borrow it all from our children's children. We'll see you next week on Chauncey's Great Outdoors, everyone.
Whenever I drive downtown, I need a convenient place to park. So I use the free Spot Hero app to find and reserve parking right by my office. With Spot Hero, I score a great deal, get a great spot, and book right from my phone. Parking's better with a Hero.